p.m. So we will be doing a solar pizza oven activity. And if all goes well, we'll be able to have some s'mores and make them in our oven today. Okay, so these are materials that we will be using. As you can see, like this weird looking paper, I colored it black because I was trying to get it dark, and you're supposed to have like black construction paper, but I didn't have that, so I just went ahead and I colored some paper. And you can do that too, but I really suggest you use some black paper. And instead of tape, you can use glue too, if that's what you have. And make sure that you have an adult to help you whenever we get to the part where you use this. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started. We're going to measure 1 inch using our ruler and our marker on this pizza box. Okay, so right there where it says 1 inch from the outside of the box. So I'm gonna put a couple of marks because I want to make sure that it comes out straight. So there we go. This is a bad marker. Let's try this one. And then go ahead and put some on the other side too. And this one's like right along the edge of this line, so that works out pretty well. Okay, and then from here it's about like right there. Okay, so now you're gonna have an adult help you use the box cutter, and you're going to cut only 3 sides of the square, because we're going to be using this side as a flap. Okay, so just make sure that you're careful with this. And actually, I might cut it closer because this box is shaped a little bit weird. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut it a little bit closer. Okay, and over here we'll do the same thing. And then all you have to do is cut this little flap right here. After cutting your box, so you're gonna have a flap like this, and it does look a little bit dirty, but we are going to cover that up. So open the flap, and now we're going to cover this with aluminum foil, and we're going to be using the tape or glue to make sure that it sticks. So go ahead and wrap around the aluminum. I just finished wrapping it, and I put a little bit of tape here, but I realized you don't really need that tape unless you feel like it's loose. So the next step is to put some plastic on both sides of this square. I'm gonna start on the inside. So cut it approximately to the size of the outside of the square, so the perimeter. Now that you've finished both sides, and they both have plastic, this one and the other, we're going to open the box, and now we're going to fill in this part with aluminum foil. now make sure that you get some black construction paper, or if you're like me and you don't have that, some dark colored paper, and just tape it to the bottom and try to cover as much as you can. Pause. I just finished taping in the construction paper, or in my case, the plain paper that's been colored dark. But I need to take a second and think about, why are we using dark colors at the bottom, and why are we using aluminum foil? So when you think about it, we are going to be using energy to create heat, and that's why it's called an oven. We're trying to create heat for it, right? So there's many different types of energy. There's electric energy, potential, kinetic, chemical energy, but we're going to be using solar energy and convert that into heat. And how are we doing that? That's a good question. So we are using the aluminum. We're going to position it outside. Hopefully it's a sunny day. And you're going to position it so that the light from the sun reflects in here. And here we have the darker colors so that it can absorb light, because dark colors like black absorb more light instead of reflecting it back. So after we do that, we're going to go ahead and put the stick in here to make sure that it doesn't fall over like it just did. So we're basically finished. All we have to do now is to add like a stick. You can use anything else, like a pencil, a straw, whatever you have, and use it to prop it open like that. And then go take it outside, and you can go ahead and put something in there. I'm going to test out some s'mores, and I'll put some pictures of how it ends up looking. Thank you for joining us today. Hopefully your solar oven turned out good, and maybe you can try some things in there like s'mores, so maybe melting some nacho cheese or something like that. And hopefully you learned a little bit about energy and heat. Thank you for joining. Bye.